The hammer finally fell as the highest appellate court delivered its verdict in an application which sought to annul and order a recount against Museveni's victory. With a unanimous decision, the 9 Supreme Court of Justice dismissed the petition on grounds that there was no sufficient evidence to annul the results. Mbabazi says he respects the Supreme Court decision, which stems from the fact that over 300 affidavits were stolen from the chambers of his lawyers.
They took a decision on the basis of lack of evidence on the part of the petitioner, where we did not even offer evidence by affidavit. Of course I accept it, because that's true. Sure. I was very, very clear, and that's why I went ahead to explain what happened to our evidence and say that actually we have this evidence, and we are going to find the appropriate lawful ways of presenting this evidence so that the world knows that the evidence exists.
Mbabazi blames the state, claiming it's responsible for breaking into the law chambers of his lawyers.
In Mwema and Company Advocates, the raiders seized up to 300 affidavits. 300 affidavits.
He told journalists that losing the case is part of a bigger struggle to liberate Uganda from the claws of repression.
My message to you is the struggle continues, but will not mark an end or the end of the growth of democracy in this country. Whatever the outcome, my relevance in matters of political governance will not diminish.
He says part of the 300 people who had signed affidavits have since been arrested. Others have gone into hiding, including another one who has been killed and buried.
On the night of 19th March, Mr. Kinga Kumanda was picked up by the Buyende Diso. The next day, in the morning, his body was found wrapped up in a sack and dumped on the outskirts of Mpanga Trading Center, not far from his home. But his body was quickly buried without postmortem.
NTV could not independently verify Mbabazi's allegations that his supporter Mose Kinga was killed to defeat evidence against electoral malpractices. Mbabazi also revealed that there was harassment and intimidation, that his lawyers threatened to withdraw from the case.
They were disgusted.
We are not an anti-Museveni force, because if we are an anti-Museveni force, all the money we used in the campaign, would we not have hired an assassin really to sort him out and get him out of the picture? I'm sure there's somebody there in Belarus, Ukraine, who for some good dollars can come and sneak into the country and sort out this thing. But that's not our approach. The political struggle continues to liberate Uganda, and that is according to former presidential candidate Amama Mbabazi. Mbabazi says he respects the court decision, though he says he has evidence to justify his case. Jingo Francis, NTV.